Hello everyone and welcome back to Teach Me Money Methods. In this video, I'm going to go over a tutorial on how to use the Bose Publishing PowerPoint add-on tool that has several different tools. It's like a toolkit that allows you to create low content books. It can be journals, any kind of planner. It has some coloring book features in there, and that's really what I'm going to be focusing on today. So on my video product announcement the other day, I had a couple comments, and one of them was from Steven, and he asked, can I do a video on the PowerPoint add-in I'm talking about in one of my previous videos, on how to use that. So it's this Bose Publishing. We'll go back to this original video where I first introduced this tool to you guys. And at any moment, if you guys are interested in picking up the tool, you can go ahead and click on the first link in the description, and it'll take you over to Bose Publishing's Gumroad store where you can purchase this tool. I'm going to show you how to use this tool right now. So what I did was, when you click over, this is what it'll look like. You'll come over here and you get 95 different custom KDP templates. It's all included. So this is mega pack. It's a really nice tool, and it comes with templates as well. And you can see I've purchased this product and it has a 5-star review out of 64 ratings. So people really like this tool. But this is all the stuff you get. These are all the templates you get. You get a ton of templates to use, logbook templates, all kinds of stuff, which is really, really great. And you can customize all these. That's what makes this so cool, is that there's like a tool, or I mean, not a template, but then you can bring it into PowerPoint and then you can customize it, add images to it, use one of the templates, but then change it to a different, template or whatever and use. And then you get all these templates right here, and you get them in Word, PowerPoint, or Excel, and you get all these different journals and logbooks and stuff. So it's just a ton. It's really, really great. So we're going to jump in real quick, and I went over to Creative Fabrica, and this is really what Stephen was talking about, was the coloring book aspect of this tool. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on in this video. So I went over to Creative Fabrica and I just typed in like animal clip art, because the brilliant part about this tool is that it's going to be able to convert colored images into, stencil them into coloring pages, coloring designs, where it's just keeping the black outlines and borders, and it's getting rid of the color, which that's exactly what we want to do. Yes, you can use other tools. You can use Photoshop, InDesign, Affinity Design, or Publisher, which I will be picking up that tool in the future. I'm going to be picking up that tool and starting to learn it myself, because I do think it does some advanced stuff that I'm looking at wanting to learn how to do as well. And then I'll share that with you guys when I purchase that as well. But for now, we have all these colored designs, and so I went ahead and downloaded those, and then I'm going to go ahead and jump into PowerPoint real quick. And one really handy part about this tool is that it actually allows you to be able to say, you come up here. So this is what it'll look like when you come into PowerPoint, right? But you're going to come in here to PowerPoint, and you're going to add, and he has a full tutorial. So I really don't need to show you how to install this. There's just a really easy tutorial on how to do it. There's even a video. And so you just come over here and you'll install it, and then it becomes a part of your add-ins in PowerPoint. So you have all these different tools. I won't go over the entire thing. Maybe that'll be another video where I just do an overview of every tool on here. But really the cool parts is that you're able to come in here and you're able to select all the common book sizes that you would, if you're going to do a journal or something, 6x9, boom, there you go. It's ready to go. And I just really like how it, there's a menu bar. Instead of having to go in and do it custom and change the slides settings, you can just come over here and switch. So we're going to go with the 8.5 by 11, which is really common, right? I'm going to right click here. I'm going to go to layout and then just go to blank. So then now we have our blank slide here, and I'll shrink myself down a little bit. And then what we want to do is we're going to go over here. I'm going to go to insert, and I'm going to go to pictures, this device. And I went ahead, let's just go ahead and grab the cat for lightweight. I'm going to just grab the JPEG file, and I'm going to insert that. So we have the cat file here. Okay. So what we can do now is you're just going to grab this, select it, and we're going to come back over to add-ins. And then once we go to add-ins, I'm going to be able to go over here. There's two different methods here. One of them is that if we have multiple images selected, we can do all of them at once. I'm going to show you that in just a second. But for now, we're just going to click this first one where it's going to say Bose Publishing selected picture stencil effect. I'm going to click that. It's going to say procedure completed. I'm going to push OK. Now look at this. Look at the cat, right? So you have both of them sitting here next to each other. We've already gotten rid of all the color. And that's why I like this tool so much, because even all these other tools that might be able to produce just a little bit higher quality at the end of the day, and there's more customization, that's just me being completely honest. With the other tools, you are going to have more handling and more things you can do. But when you're trying to pump out books quickly, and you just want, you want good enough, you want your image to be good enough, then this works just fine. So there's the cat. I'm going to go ahead and delete the cat real quick. I'm going to bring the new cat over, and we could leave it like that, but we could make it a little bit better by clicking on the image, pushing right click, going to format picture, and it's going to bring up another option. We're going to go to the right over here. And then the one that has the most impact on this is the brightness. So we can actually move the brightness down and keep moving it down until, see how the lines right here, pay attention to these lines right here. When I push the down button, they get darker. So we're going to keep going till we can get them as dark as we can get them and watch what happens. If we go too much, the color will come back and it will be black. So it's really looking good. So about right there, we'll back right back up, and there you go. Nice dark. And you could take out the eye if you want, but that actually looks decent as well. So there's your first drawing. You have the cat, and we started off with a colored page, right? So now what we can do is, let's just say we're going to duplicate the slide, and we're going to duplicate. Let's just do two more. So I'm going to delete that. Oops, I wanted to delete the images, but okay. So we're going to just duplicate these real quick. And we're going to do 3 at a time now. So I'm going to show you how to do 3 at a time real quick. So we're going to insert pictures, this device, and we're going to go ahead and grab the cat. And then I'm going to come over here, insert real quick. Just bear with me. This is, an extensive tutorial on how to use this part. Let's go with maybe a B. Open up the B and go with JPEG. And I'll grab one more. Insert picture, device, hop up here, and let's go with a horse. And there's the JPEG. All right. So then now what you have is you brought in all your images, and you can actually bring in, depending on what the file looks like, you could bring in all those images at once. You can bring all those in at once, but because they're all in different files, because that's the way that the creator uploaded them in Creative Fabrica, we kind of have to do that. But we have 3 images. Imagine you have 30 pages right here. You have 30 images. Now what we can do is we can go ahead and I'm not sure if you have to select all the slides, but I'm going to go ahead and select the slides. I'm going to push add-ins. We're going to go to the very end where it says all pictures stencil effect. And then we're going to push yes. And then it's going to be in selected slide, in slides range 1 to 3, because there's 3 slides, but you can change, if you only wanted a couple of them done, then you can fine tune it. You can push OK. Now watch what happens. It's going to go ahead and do its thing. It's going to go to work. You can see that it's applying the stencil effect to this. It's really, really, really cool. One of the coolest tools that I have come across. And so then all you'll do is you could leave these as is, but I recommend going in here, going to format, format. You don't format the background. You're going to click here, right click, format picture, and they're going to come up here to the very right selection tool. You're going to go to brightness, and then you're going to just turn that down, and we're going to just kind of turn it down, keep going, right? Make them dark. Go back over to the Bumblebee, do the same thing. Your selection pane, format picture pane is already open now. So we can go ahead and do that. We can go into brightness, and we can start and see if we can get those wings to pop a little bit more. This one's not going to work. So we're going to have to just go back probably right there. And there you go. If you wanted to, you could custom draw that in. If you really wanted to, you could go into insert. You could go into shapes, and you could go into like a drawing tool. That's the curve tool. but there are tools in here where you can actually grab and draw, and you could draw those in, especially if you have a touch screen. You could easily grab that. And if you have a touch screen or you have a pad, then you would actually be able to grab that and use your stylus and draw those in really easily because it's already done. It just needs a little bit of line there. Then we go to the next one, and I think the horse is actually really good. We could see if we can get it a little bit better. Go into brightness, bringing in some of those outlines a little bit more, and it's starting to look really good. I'm going to just back up 2 times, and there you go. So there you go. You have these coloring pages that were, had color, and it does work better when there's, clear, defined, outlined. If we go back over here, these actually don't have real dark outlines. So the tool actually does work pretty well. But when they have some nice borders, then it will work even better. So I hope that helped you, Stephen, with the question that you had about how to use this tool. I picked it up. I think it's great. And it makes it to where you're not limiting yourself to just coloring images that are uploaded by designers on Creative Fabrica. You're actually able to take anything, the clip art and stuff, and turn it into coloring pages. So that's it for this tutorial. This was just straight up a tutorial on how to use this Bose publishing tool. If you are interested, you want to pick it up, I believe it's about $50 USD, 40 pounds to buy it. But it's an investment into your business, and it's a tool that you'll have. And the creator has a really, really good store. He's a really good creator and seller on Gumroad, and he will continue to update this tool to make sure it works with all versions of PowerPoint or the latest versions of PowerPoint. So if you want to pick it up, link is below. I hope that this was helpful. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on my next videos. Until next time, take care.